Hello. I'm a fan of the Star Wars as I'm the fan of the Bill and many other shows, um, or movies, whatever you because yeah, and Superman and etc. etc. Anyway, I want to cover the guy's video, which goes for about 15 minutes. I played into this, so I'll start again right at the start. Um, so anyway, I don't like the way he was treated, so I hide this in my commentary. And the guy who not you'll see in the video one of the anyway. Yep.
Twitter beef. We've made it officially. This is what it all comes down to. All that work, it's really just for this stuff. So this is a video that, dude, I don't want to respond to hate ever really, or whatever it is. I get a lot of it. You know, I got a lot of love, a lot of hate, but this is something that's got a lot of eyes, and I don't feel like being silent about it. So I'm gonna go through it. I don't want to be sarcastic or make it funny or anything like that, because I can do that, but there's a point I want to get across here, right? So I'm just chilling, and I get this notification from the Lore Master, who's my favorite Star Wars YouTuber, and he's just praising me that I work hard on my channel. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then I see it's linked to this tweet, and it's Revan X saying, I see people hating on me for being toxic and not knowing anything about Star Wars. I'm like, where's this all coming from? This doesn't really make any sense. So I'm like, dude, like 3 hours ago, I'm like, what's going on, man? So they link me to this guy, A.B. Allen, and I'm like, well, I'm blocked. I can't see anything, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyways,
that A.B. Allen is a coward for blocking him, right? It's sad, but I don't care what his skin color is or whatever. But anyway, he's speaking bad about him, and he can't reply.
Fine, curiosity gets the best of me, and I open a incognito tab, and I start going through it, and I'm like, Jesus, this guy's really it's going in, man. 6.2K likes. Damn, all right. Where do I begin? He's painting me in a light that I really don't like to be painted, and for whatever reason, this is how the internet works. Apparently, it's if you paint someone with a certain brush of your own narrative, whether you know the person or not, you'll create a following around that, and it's misinformation, and it's bullshit. Frankly, pardon my French. So I want to go through a few of the things that he says. I'd like to address them, as immature as it is, and I shouldn't even be doing this, but I don't know. The child in me wants to. A.B. Allen says that a YouTuber with 2.39 million subscribers, literally called Star Wars Theory, was shocked to listening to a basic character arc analysis in a Star Wars movie tells a fascinating story about how mega fans cannot be trusted to grasp the basic thematic ideas of the films they're fans of. So this goes back to my video a few days ago where Dave Filoni enlightened the amazing producers and directors at that table, Jon Favreau and so many more that were there, Taika Waititi, Deborah Chow.
I'm letting him speak.
And Bryce, I forgot her last name, but she's just as talented. They were all just as amazed as I was when I was listening to it. And, they've been part of Star Wars since the very beginning, where they got to see it in theaters and so on and so forth. At least, most of them did. But apparently for me, it's not okay. So let's go on. This is a person who literally making their living off of theorizing about and explaining Star Wars to people. This person did not understand the basic central emotional thematic arc of episode 1. This is where we're at now. This is what we're dealing with. Fan theory culture is a plague that ignores character, theme, and emotion in favor of useless trivia and conspirational nonsense. They literally lack the framework to engage with the movies they watch in any meaningful way. These are the people Hollywood is pandering to now. So you clearly only watched a little bit of it, and the fact that you blocked me, I don't get to even.
That A.B. Allen is a coward. It's clear that if he has an issue, he should have had the guts to talk it over with Star Wars Theory. And I don't know Star Wars Theory, but I do like some of the content he makes, fan fiction films or videos, or whatever, on the Star Wars, right? And that's fine, right? He doesn't have to watch Star Wars Theory.
Comments, even if I wanted to. I don't even have to put in my 2 cents. So I feel compelled to make this video here, even though I should not be. I'm just so tired of it, dude. I just, for almost 4 years now, I've been doing this, and there's so many people that come out of the woodwork who think they know who I am and like to talk all this shit. And I'm really at the point where I'm just tired of it, dude. I took down my Discord because people sent death threats to myself and my fiance, saying that they're gonna find me at my next meetup, and they're gonna find her and do things to her, and and you know why? All because I liked episode 9. So these are the kind of.
See, I never watched episode 7, 8, or 9. Right? I've only watched episodes 1 to 6 of Star Wars. But regardless whether he likes something or not, there's no reason for anyone to threaten him and his partner, whether it's his wife or whatever. I don't know this guy, but I'm subscribed to him, though.
The things that I deal with and the things I've never really talked about. But I just feel like at the end of the day, after 4 years, it kind of just eats away at you. And this is the final straw for me. And I don't like what this guy is doing, and he's painting me. And he actually has now garnered eyes on him. It's annoying. He's painting me with this brush that I'm disingenuous and that I ignore character arcs and I don't understand Star Wars. I've been a Star Wars fan since I was 6 years old, man. I don't need to explain that to you. I don't know who you are, and you obviously don't know who I am, as you go on to say that you don't even know me. Like, you don't even watch my videos. He says, like, I don't even really watch this guy's videos, and I have no personal beef with him. He could be a nice dude, but his content is indicative of a larger issue with how mega fans consume media in an obsessive but completely superficial way.
Actually, that A.B. Allen is a liar. He does have an issue because he blocked him. So that shows me he does have an issue with Star Wars Theory. So that A.B. Allen is a liar.
So now you're painting not only me with this brush, you're painting all my fans, my subscribers, and mega fans in general with this perceived notion that you're so wrong about. And I think the whole reason for you going on about this and just kind of trying to attack me is you want clout. Well, here it is, man. Here's your clout. Enjoy it, because it's going to last for maybe 2 days, and that's it. So this is a person who's making their living off of this is something I see as well, is people always talk about money. Dude, let's talk about it, man. You want to talk about money? Yeah, it's great to be able to do something that you love, something that you found magical when you were 6 years old and you still find magical today. It's what gets me up every day in the morning, and it's what keeps me up until the wee hours of the morning. The case in point was literally I slept at 7 a.m. today because I was getting out that fan fiction. I was tweaking it, perfecting it, doing things that I wanted to do because I really enjoy what I do and I take a lot of pride in what I do. So for you to come out there and just paint me with this brush that I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm disingenuous or whatever, is really garbage to me, because I'm not taking the food out of your mouth, man. I'm not, destroying your ability to live or pay your rent. I'm doing what I love and I get paid for it. I wish everyone could do something like that, because I really think there would be less people like you who are working for money instead of doing what they love and getting paid for it. At the end of the day, I love what I do, and I'm very, very prideful of what I do. I love my fandom. I love the Star Wars fandom, and I owe everything I have to George Lucas and what he's created. So when I have people like you who come in here and want to bully me, you know, when I was a kid, I'd get bullied for liking Star Wars, and it would almost make me feel like I want to be in the closet about liking Star Wars. Whereas,
And what I want to say is, Star Wars Theory, don't worry about what other people say, because I like Star Wars, never got bullied in Australia, and I like Superman, and I've liked other films, Ghostbusters, etc., right? So there's many films I do like, and TV shows, and I don't get bullied for watching that, but doing something what you enjoy, the fan videos of Star Wars and your content, I enjoy. That's why I'm subscribed to your channel, and I support your channel.
now it seems like you're bullying me for not knowing Star Wars when I preach that my name is Star Wars Theory. Like, I feel like you watched maybe like 2 seconds of the video, and then you went to make this tweet for some clout or something, and it's really unfortunate, because if you would have watched it, you would have seen that I was very impressed with the fact that Dave Filoni is now saying this in canon, something that we have all wondered for years and decades, that would Qui-Gon really have been the father figure that Anakin needed? Would it have been the fundamental pivot in the story where it would have changed everything from turning into the Empire? And this is something that we always saw, but now we get Dave Filoni, the mastermind, you know, the apprentice to George Lucas, actually confirming this. And this is why he humbled everyone at the table and silenced everyone at the table. These, you know, these directors and writers and producers who have credits far beyond what I will ever achieve, because he knows so much more, and because it's so much more interesting when he explains things. And it was by far the most eloquent thing I've ever heard anyone ever say about Star Wars. And to be able to piece all that together and talk about the duel of the fates being the duel of this child versus just the Jedi versus the Sith. And I thought that was interesting. I mean, forgive me for thinking that's interesting, but I should have a right to be able to enjoy something and be wowed
Yep.
by it. You clearly don't know who I am, and you don't know what I'm about. So I think you should leave it at that. And you should just internalize these things in your mind instead of making a tweet and making a whole thing out of it, because now I'm going to make a thing out of it too. This is something else I have a big problem with, and this is something someone wrote, which she retweeted or whatever and says is relevant. This one hits home for me because it affects a lot of people that I know and appreciate and love, and including myself. A lot of fans are basically fans of fandom itself. It's all about them. They have mastered the Star Wars or Star Trek universes or whatever, but their objects of veneration are useful mainly as a backdrop to their own devotion. Anyone who would camp out in a tent on the sidewalk for weeks in order to be the first in line for a movie is more into camping on the sidewalk than movies. Or maybe they just really are excited about a movie because it provides that escape for them, because their own lives maybe aren't what they want it to be. They come from maybe a dark place or a dark background, or they don't have the privilege of being in a great home, or friends at school. They don't have any of those, or people bother them and bully them, and this is their only means to enjoyment in life and to escape this world that is theirs, unfortunately. Maybe that's why. I'm not denying that there are people who do this for the clique and the image, but that's not everyone. That's maybe just a very, very minute percentage. Extreme fandom may serve as a security blanket for the socially inept, who use its extreme structure as a substitute for social skills. If you are Luke Skywalker and she is Princess Leia, you already know what to say to each other, which is so much safer than having to ad-lib it. Your fanish obsession is your beard. If you know absolutely all the trivia about your cubbyhole of pop culture, it saves you from having to know anything about anything else. That's why it's excruciatingly boring to talk to such people. They're always asking you questions they know the answer to. Maybe that's just their way of fitting in, dude. Maybe they have a mental issue. Maybe they didn't get the social cues that you got as a kid. Maybe they have Asperger's. Maybe their entire background isn't, once again, as fortunate as yours or someone else's, or little Susie down the street who got brought up in a great family. Maybe their parents are drunks or abuse them or this and that. Maybe they don't have a great life. And this story, these stories, Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever it may be, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, all of these things take them to a different world and a different galaxy. And that's really what all this is. But God forbid, hey, they're just doing it because they're socially inept. It's such a
see those silly people who was he's allowed to enjoy Star Wars. I don't know about episode 7, 8, or 9 because I haven't bothered watching it, but I've enjoyed episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars. So, and he's allowed to enjoy what he likes.
terrible thing to retweet and say is irrelevant because you don't know me, you don't know my fans, you don't know who we are, and it's just garbage. It's not right. I see a lot, a lot of people rally behind him and whatever, and that's fine. Once again, I've been doing this for 4 years and I've developed somewhat of a thick skin, but when it starts to attack a certain type of people, it really hits home for me. These nerds at the end of the day, like myself, who really enjoy these stories and want to be able to feel free that we don't know everything, that it's okay to be wowed by something, that you don't have to feel you know everything about something. Otherwise, I'm a phony or I'm not real. That is something that these kind of people bully you into thinking. And this is what I was subjected to as a child by people who made me feel like I shouldn't like Star Wars or shouldn't enjoy it. And I'm really, really tired of those people. I don't like it. I don't like being painted with a brush that isn't who I am. Now, if you watched the video, you would have understood that I was very enamored with how George, he's almost like George to me, with how Dave Filoni explained all of this and it connected and intertwined things. The rest of the tweets, people coming out of the woodwork, saying what they want to do, what they want to say. But at the end of the day, I can't control that. And for those of you sticking up for me, great, man. But you know what? This guy's not worth it. And I don't even know if I'm going to upload this video after I make it because...
Yeah, well, you end up doing it, which was good. And so I've made a commentary live stream on it. And I don't support A.B. Allen at all. I support this guy.
I'm just
doing commentary and then end my live stream.
It gets under your skin so much. There's people like this out there, man, that they just want to say something, come out of the woodwork and just say something, for the sake of saying something. And I'm not down for it. So anyways, for those of you who know me and are with me, dude, I love you guys. And for those of you who aren't, I encourage you to take this as a life lesson if you are open mentally to know that you may not know everything about someone or their past or their troubles that they've been through or the reason they are the reason they are. It's as simple as that. Just stick to what you know and don't judge a book completely by its cover just because I have the name Star Wars Theory. Therefore, I should know everything there is to know about Star Wars. I don't.
No one does.
The things I know about Star Wars are the things I really enjoy and care about, and the things I don't, well, I just don't care about them. I don't read every single book because I simply do not care. I don't want to know everything about Star Wars because then that means I know everything about Star Wars and I'm a genius or whatever. I'm not, dude. I'm a Star Wars fan, and that's all it is. That's all there is to it. Don't need to make it into something it's not. So I wish you the best. I hope you broaden your horizons when it comes to mentally putting a stigma on someone or assuming someone is something or isn't something. But I want you to know that I take a lot of pride in who I am and what I've done on this channel and the fact that I am a Star Wars fan. And I love that. And I was just ashamed to say that one.
And I enjoy
hide
his
it. I
channel.
hate that feeling, I hate that feeling when you're oppressed. And this is how I feel right now. And at 30 years old, I don't feel like I want to be silent about it anymore. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next video, and just keep being you, man.
Right, and that's the end of his video. So I'll stop sharing and then end my live stream. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.